everybody, my name's Eric. Welcome to the Jailcast, and this is my non-spoiler review for Assassin's Creed that just came out this weekend. It is a video game adaptation of the popular game of the same name, and Michael Fassbender stars as Cal Lynch in this film. And I gotta tell you, just right off the bat, meh. I mean, this movie is just, it really, the story is not very well done. The best parts of this film revolve around the action, and some of the stunt choreography and the execution of it is very fun to watch. There's a lot of, good, unique uses of the types of moves that was used in the video game, so they do that very, very well in this film. I liked all of that. But when it comes to the actual story of the film, there's a lot of hopes for Assassin's Creed this year because, everybody wants to see video game movies do well. And everybody wanted Warcraft to be the first of the video game franchises to hopefully, have a huge success. And everybody wants the games to become franchise hits, like say your comic book films or your Star Wars films, or just those types of adaptations that are always successful in Hollywood. And Assassin's Creed was the next hope for this year after Warcraft did not perform so well at the box office. And Assassin's Creed, as much as I hate to say it, is not going to do that for video games movies for in the future. I mean, there's a few games coming out, maybe in the next few years. There's a new Tomb Raider reboot, and there's even talk of an Uncharted film, and few other movies here and there. I mean, another Resident Evil movie that no one is really, it's not going to change people's opinions at this point. That's the sixth installment in that franchise. So there's some people who like it, and there's some people who don't. But when it comes to universal praise and critical acclaim, Assassin's Creed does not have it. I just could not get into it. It was very hard for me to just kind of, I don't know. A lot of the story just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I mean, I like how they use the Animus and the action choreography with that. Um, it was fun to watch all that stuff and to see everything you see in the video games. That's kind of cool with the daggers on the wrist and all that stuff as well. It was just when they it's hard to talk about the story because it's just kind of it's so bad. It's something that I just really didn't like. I mean, without going into too many spoilers on the story, I mean, Cal Lynch is, as in the plot synopsis, is a guy who has saved from his own execution, and he is put in this uh, contraption called the Animus, and it allows him to, relive some of his ancestors, memories and things like that. The corporation who saved him from his execution wants him to find the apple of Eden, so to speak, and this apple is just like it says in the Bible, the apple that Eden took a bite out of, and it's the uh, first thing that humankind did in disobedience to God, and the movie plays it up as if they were to get the apple of Eden, that they can eliminate free will, and the Templars, the Order of the Templars in this film, believe that to be the whole reason for all the violence in the world, and they want to rid the world of the violence by taking away our God-given free will. And the Assassin's Creed, the assassins in this film, they want to protect that. They want to protect our free or our choice of free will. Not to say that they necessarily agree with the violence or anything like that, but I just really didn't feel like the conflict between the Templar and the assassins was really well presented here. I mean, they're all after the apple of Eden, obviously, and it's just kind of the apple didn't even really come off as something like super powerful or anything like that, like something that could really change the world or anything. I mean, even some of the acting in this film, Michael Fassbender is a great actor. He kind of looks like at times he's phoned it in here. Um, After seeing the film now, and I'm sure he read the script and was kind of like, himself. And Marion Cotillard is the same way. Jeremy Irons is, he's watchable, I thought. But Marion Cotillard just kind of just seems like she's here as well, and I don't know exactly what happened in the production of this film, but it seemed like it did kind of go through some rough spots here and there, and it just seems like you can clearly tell after watching the finished product that whatever. It just seemed like they had a bunch of ideas, and they're like, oh, well, that was cool in the game. Let's throw that in here, and which, to some gamers, you may enjoy that. Like I said, I'm not a big Assassin's Creed game player or anything like that. So just for me, it was hard to get into. I mean, I enjoyed seeing what I did from the game, but as a movie, this is not adapted very well. I mean, to me, the best movie adaptations that are out there are probably the original, the Mortal Kombat movie, and I like a couple of the Tomb Raider movies, and there's a few here and there that are okay, but for the most part, video game movies to me are not that well done, and this is another one in a long list of video game movies that unfortunately, I mean, it's not like Super Mario Brothers bad or anything like that. I mean, that movie was atrocious, but it's nowhere. It's not even as good as the Resident Evil films. It's just really hard, and I hate to say it, because there's a lot of good games out there that could be very well done on film. It's just hard to adapt these, like say your novels or your reboots of old movies and things like that. So I'm disappointed, but at the same time, if you like a little bit of action, that's good. But even that, it's not like a Transformers movie where you can go in and just absolutely love the action. It's okay, but I would recommend this be a DVD watch in the future if that's what you want to do. If you absolutely have to see it, if you're a hardcore Assassin's Creed fan, I recommend you maybe get it on DVD once it comes out. But it's not worth your time at the theater. I mean, it's a shame. It really is. I wish better for gamers because I mean, I know a lot of people who play games, and they deserve to have good films based on the things that they love, and it's just unfortunate that that's not going to happen anytime soon. Doesn't look like so. I want to go ahead and give a rating here out of a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being the lowest, 5 being the best. I'm going to give this a 2. It's it's not terrible, but it's really not that good either. So please save your money and don't worry about it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. I tried to be as upbeat as I could about it. I just got back from the theater, and it was tough. Well, that'll just about do it for me, everybody. Thank you for watching this video, and if you like what you saw here, please comment and like this video. And you can also subscribe to the Jailcast on YouTube by searching for Jailcast there. You can also find links in the description of this video for my Facebook and Twitter, or you can go to facebook.com/Jailcast, or you can find me on Twitter @EricJail. So until next time, thank you for watching. God bless.